Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Taking a look at Philadelphia. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And right now for the 76ers, of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising. This was not a team that was expected to make this much of a splash.
I mean, let's be honest. No one expected them to be this good this early on. It caught everyone off guard.
And before we get underway here, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Brett Brown.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's the first meeting of the year between these teams, so he told me today is mainly a feeling out process, trying to identify strengths and weaknesses. We'll see how quickly they get a feel for this opponent. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And you look at these lineups, your eyes gravitate toward the backcourt. What do you see there?
Well, I think that's where we'll see the tone set for this game. Controlling tempo, making a difference at the point of attack. Who can take the upper hand?
Yes, good point. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Mickey out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Gerald Green. And it's Horford in at the 5 down low. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Tries again. Good defensive work there by Young. Now the 76ers with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, I mean, you can say it. The defense was awful. They took away nothing and got scored on relentless.
Now, here's Thomas, following the miss by Al Horford. Crowder kicks to Green. And now the fast break. Green with the ball. It's good. Grant's got the first basket of the game for the 76ers.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
That's what happens when you play good defense, instant offense on the break.
Horford sets a screen for Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's the part of Horford's game that doesn't garner much attention. Great at setting screens to spring open his teammates.
And Young kicks to Grant. He feeds it to Prez. Prez with the screen for Simmons. Here's Prez, and a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Well, Prez was able to start his first NBA season with a title run behind him. He was a part of the great U.S. team that beat Australia in the finals in the summer.
Yeah, you talk about the best way to get acclimated to the NBA. I think Prez playing with the national team was perfect for him. Just the confidence boost that tournament win provides and getting his feet wet with some of the all-time greats.
Here's Prez. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Young with no one around. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
There's the screen. Outer dishes to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a look now at the three-point production. This is three-point shots made by Orange Juice versus the rest of the team.
And just a look at the raw numbers of three-pointers that OJ have contributed to this team. A lot of teams are making sure that they have two players that can hurt you from outside at all times. And for this team, those players are present Young.
And Young kicks to Simmons. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle, here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played bigger.
And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The 76ers, number 1.
Tremendous shot selection this whole past month. You look at their field goal percentage over that time, really impressive.
So it's the Celtics now. trailing by 2. Young against Thomas. They set the pick. There's Green with the 3. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Now, in 2013, the Celtics began their rebuild in earnest. Right away, they made some great moves hiring Brad Stevens from the college ranks to take over as head coach. And also, a terrific trade with Brooklyn, getting 3 first-round picks and the right to swap picks in exchange for Garnett and Paul Pierce.
Picked by Horford. Here's Green. And that one goes long.
Really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for Young, he's been a factor for them over the last month. First in three-point field goal percentage, and he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And you talk about that trade with the Nets. Looking back, what a trade for the Celtics.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, Brooklyn's run with Pierce and KG was short-lived, and as their fortunes have waned, it's been one heck of a windfall for these guys in green. So many young assets. You knew they had to make some moves just to fit their roster limitations.
And Embiid throws it down.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Here's Mickey. Outside Crowder. Green kicks to Horford. Crowder the pass to Green. Boston again missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
You along the perimeter.
Chris, who was your toughest matchup when you were playing for either the offensive or defensive side of things?
Oh, there was tough matchups every night. You know, I remember a couple of seasons I really had fun playing for Sacramento when just in the West Coast on a nightly basis, the power forwards were Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Rasheed Wallace, Brian Grant, and all these guys were in their prime. So I just remember having to be prepared every night. And, you know, in the league, there are no tough opponents because it's tough.
Yes.
Period. So, you know, you can't sleep on anybody in this league.
Well said. And Boston has possession. The 76ers getting the bucket. Thomas against Young. Crowder kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder dishes to Horford. Celtics passing it around. Thomas outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
Well, I'm not even really sure why he even attempted that. That's a low percentage of shots again.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
Now here's Simmons. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's just remarkable work there on the glass. Prez really battling hard for these rebounds.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Okafor's checked in for Embiid. Nerlens Noel comes in for Simmons. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jeremy Grant. They really want to
Bring it in. Take a seat.
decide to talk it over.
And the Sixers, you know, patiently building with young talent. And through all the losing, Coach Brett Brown talked about seeing the daylight. And I think we're starting to see it as well. The roster's starting to take shape, and maybe that optimism is just around the corner for the Sixers.
And you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less two-point jumpers, I mean, when you're feeling it, you got to let it fly, guy.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category,
ball movement has been flawless.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He kicks to Olynyk. Doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And look at Perez getting fancy out there. He loves putting on a show with that unreal athleticism.
Smart kicks to Brown. There's a good screen. Near the three-point line, it's Olynyk. Misses the jumper.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
It's really the ideal start that any team wants. Now they have to ride this wave throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Smart. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Smart kicks to Brown. And Young comes over to help. Smart wide open. He fires. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nice finish in the sequence there. Prez getting the ball to Young.
And the two working in concert. Great play all around from Orange Juice.
And the foul called on Justice Young.
Prez.
That's his first foul.
Presidential pardon.
And so it's Boston with it. Smart kicks to Johnson. The screen from Brown. Johnson, the pass to Smart. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
Young outside. Pass to Prez. For three, Covington. Another three for Philadelphia.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's Smart, defended by Young. Feeds to Olynyk. And the pass to Brown. In the corner, Bradley with it. Lets it go from deep. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Young outside. Hard finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
It's stolen by Prez. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you're.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And then for Boston. Crowder comes in for Olynyk, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Dean in at shooting guard. Okafor out there with Carl Landry, and it's Young, and it's Grant in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Thomas dishes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Thomas. Boston again missing.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Coach Brad Stevens, already known for his X's and O's, a great tactician.
Well, let's think about his repertoire. Great plays out of timeouts and at the end of the game. Just as important is the confidence he instills in his young players. He does a great job of putting his players in positions to succeed. What he calls soaring with their strength. You accentuate players' strengths and try to hide their weakness.
And Philadelphia has possession and taken away by Brown. Poked away. Prez kicks to Grant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by?
Well, some people call it front running, but as the league continues to expand, their confidence continues to soar right now.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, you look around the league and the post-up is giving way to more and more pick and rolls, more and more three-point shooting. Some big men don't like it, but Amir Johnson embraces the change. He said, "It's what I do. I'm a big that likes to set screens and roll." And Kevin, with his combination of range and finishing inside, has become one of the best at it in the game.
Very efficient, D.A. Thanks. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Smart. Can they get it? The shot's good. Brown making the play. Smart's got 5 now.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Dishes it to Prez. 1:30 left now here in the second. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 14 points for him. And we'll get to see Justice Young here tonight. The New Jersey product was viewed as a bit of an undersized player, but he's shown he has the intangibles to make it work at this level.
A great point, and that's something that the combine can't measure. It's the heart and fight, and this kid has a ton of that, just repeatedly passed on, even though he has a great sense for the game and is making teams pay for not putting their faith in him.
Now Young, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Prez passes to Okafor. Lets it go from 11. Here's Prez. Tries yet again. That one drops for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Noel's checked in for Landry. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jeremy Grant. And a change for the Celtics. Olynyk checked in.
And Jahlil Okafor, really a throwback in a lot of ways, you know, when you think about some of the low post giants that our game has seen. I mean, 6'11", over 270 pounds, tremendous hands and footwork, and he can take defenders to school on that low block. Going to continue to have to improve his passing, particularly out of double teams, and ability to face up a little more. But again, this is a guy with a tremendous amount of ability moving forward.
And when Prez gets ahead of steam, he's looking to flush it. What an amazing athlete.
Here's Thomas. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Beyond the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Philadelphia ahead, ending the second quarter on a 14-5 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey.
We welcome you back to Philadelphia, a town full of history. That's City Hall right there with the statue of William Penn perched atop it. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just his ability to play above the rim led to some highlight reel dunks and really pumped up his teammates.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Mickey out there with Horford. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Gerald Green. And it's Thomas in at the 1. Here's Thomas. 76ers getting the bucket. Poke loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And a moment to see numbers for Prez. First in scoring. First in steals, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
There's Green with the 3.
Well, they often look to him to provide for them on offense, and he simply isn't getting the job done today.
And stolen by Horford. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Prez. And finished off by Prez.
And that's how you make
a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. For Philadelphia, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. That's good from Simmons. Well, Chris, the adage for a long time in many sports has been that great defense beats great offense. Do you think that really, though, holds true in the NBA?
No, I think great offense helps great defense, and great defense helps great offense. I think you need both in this league. I don't care if you have great defense if you can't score on the other end, and I don't care if you can score on the other end and not get a stop on the other end. So, I think to make one clear statement like it's black or white, or to stand on one side of the line in the sand is just wrong. It's a balance of everything, and so therefore it's not one or the other. You need both.
Yeah, great perspective. Austin with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Horford with a screen on Young. Thomas kicks to Horford. Again, the miss by Horford.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Oh my gosh, he's really playing poor out there. It might just not be his night.
It's stolen by Prez. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Outside, Green. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Thomas, no good.
Oh, man, his form seems rushed today, like he's trying to get rid of the ball as soon as he gets it. That's why barely anything is going in for him.
Bean. Back to Grant. From beyond the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's just tremendous vision. Prez is such an unselfish leader for this squad.
To the paint, it's deflected. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The 76ers, number 1. Third spot, the Celtics.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Picked by Horford. Thomas with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Poked away. It's stolen by Prez. The finish, and finished off by Prez.
I really like how Prez keeps his hands moving, which is why he comes away with important steals.
On the wing, Green. Back to Thomas. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The dish to Horford. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Horford's got 5.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they're leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
Prez kicks to Simmons. To the paint. Here's Embiid. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Sarge has checked in for Jeremy Grant. Boston making some changes. The 76ers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the Celtics gravitate towards scrappy players. They like guys, Chris, who can carry a chip on their shoulder.
Well, come on. That's been a common thread for this young team. Toughness, grit, and passion. A lot of their players were overlooked in the past, came to Boston, ticked off, and looked to prove a point.
Now here's Prez. Not a lot of room. That's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. It's stolen by Prez. He dishes it to Simmons. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the call will be against Prez. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Noel's checked in.
Checking in for the 76ers, Noel.
Johnson the screen. Smart kicks to Olynyk. It's tipped.
What defense from Prez, timing the rejection perfectly and sending the shot away with some real nastiness.
And he comes up with the deuce. Prez has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Smart. He's got 5. Johnson with a screen on Young. Bradley, no one around him. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Bradley's got 5 points so far. From about 16. Well, Chris, we have a question for you sent in from one of our fans, from Todd up in New Hampshire. They want to know what your favorite moment was as an NBA player. A question I'm also curious to know about.
Wow. My favorite moment as an NBA player, very honestly, I would say would be the day of being drafted. I mean, you know, after then you have so many great moments, so many players that you play with, that you love to play with. It's hard to separate anything without disrespecting another moment. So I just really feel that the greatest moment of my career was stepping on that stage in Detroit at the Palace in my hometown. With my finger up and just knowing that I made it. You know, for all of us, the goal is to make it. It's not about to be a Hall of Famer. It's not about to be an all-star. It's not about to win a championship, even though those are dreams. But you can't do it until, you know, you make it. And so for me, putting that suit on, seeing my father shed tears.
For Boston, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Bean, he's in at shooting guard. Robert Covington.
Nasty. Oh, that's just pure desire from Bradley right there. I mean, true determination to throw it down off the drive.
And Young kicks to Landry. Over in the corner, Prez. Here's Noel. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Great job of establishing position for the quick turnaround. That's a brutal shot to try and defend.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Prez.
Look, he was seeing the whole court so well tonight. If guys could work themselves into space, he was going to find them. And that led to a lot of wide open looks all game long.
Up and in on the layup. Prez has got 30 points.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
When one guy gets hot sometimes, it's infectious, and the team does too. That's what seemed to happen for them on that play.
Outside Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Young to end the run, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, that's what Johnson loves to do, just set screens and roll to the rim.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Prez, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Prez.
That one's for you, Mama.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Thomas. Green left side. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.